Okay, maximum people have joined, guys. Can you confirm if my screen is visible? Can you hear me? Can one of you confirm?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So let's start. All right. So this is the error that standard policy is not supported for trusted Azure VM. Now, what is trusted Azure VM? This is a new feature. This has appeared after our classes was started. In fact, recently, I think last week or something. Let's quickly let me show it to you. What is it? And I've missed changing that while creating the VM. I missed changing that. Hence, it is not letting us complete it. But that's okay. We simply have to just go with enhanced policy, but we'll be able to complete our practical. But before we go ahead, I'll show it to you that what is it talking about. So when you guys create a practical with standard policy, do that and make sure here you do not select this option. I'm coming to that one. This option, security type, if you guys remember, we had standard, and now here we have trusted launch virtual machine. We had standard earlier in this one, and by default now it is taking the trusted one. So do not take the trusted one, always take standard. Okay, always take this one, so you won't get that error. Make sure the security type is standard. Do not take this one. This is the security type for our existing machine, and that is the reason we are not able to use a standard policy. Okay, so that's okay, completely fine. We have taken the enhanced policy. Let me quickly check what does it say enhanced policy. And whatever the time is, what does it say? 8 a.m. and 12 hours. Okay, I'm adding the machine. I'm not changing this time. I'll tell you why. Click OK. Now it is validating. It has been added. I can add multiple machines from here. And look at this, guys. I can back up the complete machine, including the OS disk has to be there, right? Without OS disk, do we have a virtual machine? Can a virtual machine exist without OS disk?
No.
No, right? So it has to be there. That is the reason there's no option कि इसको check and check वाला option ही नहीं है. When you say virtual machine, OS disk has to be there. But do you guys remember I attached one more disk to this one. Here it is, this 15 GB. This disk also I attached. Let me see. I'll keep a copy here. Test file in F drive. Okay, it's the same file, but I've just kept two copies. One here, it's on desktop. One is here on our external disk. Okay, now we have two files. So if I uncheck this, do you think that file will be backed up, the one which is there in F drive? Yes, guys, are you getting it? ये disk कौन सी है? Are you getting it? This is the disk which is attached separately while creating the machine. When I created a disk, that disk is here. So if I uncheck this, तो वो disk का copy backup नहीं होगा. Are you getting it, guys? Yes, no, maybe any confusion?
Yes.
What about others? Faisal, Mansha,
Yes.
Hamid, Sattar bhai, are you guys getting it?
Yes, Elmer.
If a question arises that can I back up a virtual machine only with the operating system disk, leaving other disk, or maybe I have 5 disk on that OS and on that machine, and I want to uh, back up only 3 disk. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes. So you can select it. If it had more disk, you will get an option. Okay, so it's done, and then yeah, you have to enable the backup. Now the backup has been initialized. Okay, why did I not change the time? Because अगर हम 3 बजे का टाइम रखते भी थे, so we will not wait for 10 minutes. वो जो अपने आप backup run करेगा ना, we are not waiting for that. We'll do the manual backup. Because वो backup run करेगा, बहुत ज़्यादा time लगता है. We don't have that much of time. So no matter what time you have selected, अगर मैं 3 o'clock select भी करता, so we would have done a manual backup. I'll show it to you how to do that, which is called on-demand backup. एक है आपका scheduled backup जो आपने schedule कर रखा है, let's say that 3 o'clock daily, but now, or let's say that 11 p.m. daily, this machine I've selected 11 p.m. daily, but now I'm gonna do some changes in my machine, right? So I don't want कि मैं अभी change कर लूं और machine कोई collapse हो जाए या crash हो जाए, and then when I try to restore, so which is the latest data I will have if I haven't taken any backup manually, and the policy on that machine is 11 p.m. daily, and I'm working on that machine right now. I'm updating some software or something which might cause some problem, might crash the machine, and let's say it crashes. So what is the backup I have now to restore it from?
Yesterday backup.
Yesterday 11
Yesterday.
p.m. right? So I don't want that. I don't want that. So what I want, that before I start working, I want to take the backup right now before I start working. So that is called your backup on demand. Clear, guys? What is scheduled backup and what is backup on demand? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making a question. I'll put it in the OneNote. Right. So now I want to see the backup. So here I can go backup items, Azure virtual machine, which means एक पे हमने backup लगा रखा है. What does this say? This is the name of the machine. This is the resource group. Backup pre-checks passed. But what does it say? Initial backup is pending. The first backup is not yet done. And why is it not done? Because the time which we have selected, that time is still not here, right? So I want to do a backup, a manual backup. So what option can I use for a manual backup? Here it is, guys. I click here,
Backup now.
backup now. So now I will be backing up this machine. I've started the backup. Now the backup which the scheduled backup, if there was a scheduled backup, will I get this screen कि कब तक retain करना है? Under scheduled backup, do you think I'll get this screen? Or under scheduled backup, where do I put this information कि scheduled backup को कैसे पता है कि कब तक retain करना है? This backup on demand में तो मुझको पूछ रहा है कि कब तक retain करना है. But what do you think इसमें होगा आपके scheduled backup में ये information कहाँ से आएगी कि कब तक retain करना है?
वो तो अपने आप ले लेगा.
कहाँ से? What is the name of that component? Where did we mention this?
Retention period policies.
Group, yeah, backup policy. Okay. It sounds very silly, guys. I understand कि यार आप बोलते हो कि यार basic तो चीज है, but this is how they ask in the interview and this is how you have to answer. बहुत basic चीज है. You'll think यार इसको तो पता ही है. He's talking about backup policy, but make sure that you be very clear at your end. हाँ, it is the retention point in backup policy. इस तरह से ही आपको आंसर देना है. So yes, the retention date and time वहां पर आपका ऑलरेडी आपने बैकअप पॉलिसी के अंदर डिक्लेयर कर रखा है, हेंस इट विल नॉट आस्क और वो अपने आप ही टास्क पूरा हो जाएगा. बट हियर बिकॉज यू आर टेकिंग अ मैनुअल बैकअप, अ बैकअप ऑन डिमांड, हेंस इट इज आस्किंग कि आपको कब तक रखना है बैकअप, राइट? सो it has given a date of approximately 1 month, whatever it is. हम इसको वैसे ही डिलीट कर देंगे. Okay, I'm saying okay, and now the backup has started. It is triggering the backup. Now this is backing up the machine. जब पूरा बैकअप हो जाएगा, so it will look like this. Let me open this. Once it will be backed up properly, this will look like this. इस तरह से आपको दिखेगा कि when was it created. So this is your latest backup. And when you have backup schedule, यहीं पर आपको सारे backup दिखेंगे. Now here also I created only one backup, hence I see only one backup, and after that I have stopped the backup. Okay, can you see it is stopped? That is the reason it is giving me an option to resume the backup. otherwise ये यहाँ पर clear दिखता था, and then you will see multiple backups as per your policy. And look at this, ये expiration date भी बताता है. So if you have 15 of this, तो यहाँ पर वो सबसे लास्ट वाले का expiration date बताता भी रहेगा. हर एक का एक एक दिन extra जो है वो date बताता रहेगा. Are you guys getting it? How will it look? Yes, guys,
Yes.
are you able to imagine it properly? I mean, because we don't have that bandwidth कि हम इसको करके देखें. If you guys want, try to do it. बहुत ही small scale का machine ले लो, उसके 4-5 दिन के backup देख लो. But I don't think so that is necessary. But similarly इसी तरह से दिखेगा. जैसे 24 का बना हुआ है ना, तो ये 25 का एक यहाँ पर दिखेगा, 26 का दिखेगा, 27 का दिखेगा, 28 का दिखेगा, 29 का दिखेगा. What is this? I will explain it to you. यहाँ पर सेम दिखेगा, एंड देन यहाँ पर इसका एक्सपिरेशन डेट दिखेगा. जो 23 का बना है वो 24 का बना है वो 23 को डिलीट हो रहा है, तो 25 का बना हुआ 24 को डिलीट होगा, सिमिलरली उस तरह से. ओके, दिस इज हाउ इट विल लुक. सो लेट दैट बैकअप get completed, and then I will come back for the recovery. So it has triggered. Just because it has triggered doesn't mean your backup has completed. Okay, let me refresh it. It has triggered the backup doesn't mean आपका backup complete हो चुका है. Where can we go to check what is the status of backup?
Backup report.
If you go to overview, यहाँ पर भी आपको दिख जाएगा. Overview में जाते हो आप, backup में जाते हो आप. So here it is. One backup job is in progress. Can you see? One backup job is in progress. Is it clear, guys? Where can you see it? If you click on this, you will see कि किस चीज का बैकअप चल रहा है, exactly कौन सी मशीन का चल रहा है, and you will see it here. Okay, it is still pending. You will see it once it is backed up completely. You will see it here also, and you will see it here also. यहाँ पर ये जो in progress बता रहा है, let it refresh. ये जो in progress बता रहा है, if it is failed, it will appear here as a failed, or if it is completed, it will appear as a completed backup. ठीक है? Is it clear, guys? Still here?
So sorry.
Yes.
Fine.
Hmm.
Yeah. So as we click backup now, does that has any expiration date as well?
Which one? The one which we have taken?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, right? Retention date. Retention date का मतलब ये होता है आप कितने दिन उसको retain कर रहे हो.
Okay.
Is it clear, Nelson? Retention date
Yeah,
का
yeah.
मतलब ये जो है ना, creation date ये है, and this is the expiry time. तो जब तक मैंने
Yep.
retain करना रखा है वही उसका expiry time है. As of now, I think हमने इसको 24th या 25th June तक रखा है. The one which we are capturing now, this one, the one which is in progress. और एक बार हो जाएगा, so you will see it.
Fine.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, आप जो बैकअप रख रहे हो ना, आप उस बैकअप को भी रिडंडेंसी में रख सकते हो. सी, अल्टीमेटली यू आर कीपिंग योर बैकअप इन सम स्टोरेज. ठीक है, आपने ईस्ट यूएस में बैकअप लिया, ईस्ट यूएस में स्टोरेज है. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इफ योर बैकअप इज फेल्ड कंप्लीट? ओके, योर रीजन इज डाउन कंप्लीटली. आपका बैकअप किसी काम का है? मतलब मशीन में वर्चुअल वायरस आ जाता है, इट्स ओके. मशीन क्रैश हो जाती है, इट्स ओके, यू कैन रिस्टोर इट फ्रॉम देयर. बाकी किसी भी तरह का आपका नेटवर्क का इशू है, कुछ भी है, you can restore from your backup. But what if East US region is completely down? Can you use your backup? Where is your backup being saved, by the way? Which region?
Same region, within the same region.
Same region. So if whole region is
Mm.
down, is your backup useful to you?
No.
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 So for that we have either ASR or नहीं, ASR is a different thing. ठीक है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ मुझको बैकअप भी मेरा सिक्योर चाहिए. So for backup also you have LRS, GRS, ZRS, RAGRS, LRS, GRS. मतलब जो बैकअप वाला स्टोरेज अकाउंट है ना आपका, उसको भी आप जो है किसी और इसमें रीजन में सिंक करके रख सकते हो. Is it clear, guys?
Yes. Oh, we can able to take a backup in our system,
Sorry,
physical system.
Yeah, physical system, yes, you can. I told you, right? I showed it to you that when you go to backup, you'll select here. Are you taking a backup for Azure or on premises? If it is AWS, आपका personal system कुछ भी ये सब इसमें आ जाएगा. You click here, you select it कि कहाँ पर है आपकी मशीन. कोई फोल्डर है Hyper-V पे, कोई वर्चुअल मशीन है VMware पे, या आपका bare metal मशीन है, या आपका bare metal है. ठीक है, what do you have it? So let's say system state backup लेना है मुझको. I will prepare it. It will give me an agent. This is the agent. Okay, you download this agent, you give it to the client जिसमें जहां से आपको बैकअप लेना है. In your case, if you want to take a backup of your personal laptop, download it और उसको आप रन करो. वो 2-4 स्टेप्स वगैरह हो गए, विजर्ट्स को फॉलो करो एग्जैक्टली लाइक दिस. यहाँ पर जितना दिया है वो करना है आपको. एंड सिमिलरली जिस तरह से आपको यहाँ पर वर्चुअल मशीन दिख रही है ना, Azure की वर्चुअल मशीन, लाइक कैन यू सी वन. सो हियर यू विल से Azure बैकअप एजेंट में यहाँ पर आपको अपना लैपटॉप दिखाई देगा. Clear?
Okay. Yes.
So yes, you can do it. You can take backup of servers which are there on prem. You can take backup of your personal laptop. You can take backup of machine which is there on GCP, AWS, or any other cloud. As of now, we are just learning Azure virtual machine ka backup. But how can we do that? Using Azure backup agent. So okay, I put this as a question, that why do we use Azure backup agent? So what is the answer for this? To backup machines which are not in Azure, which are there on-prem, which are there on AWS or GCP or third-party cloud. Got it, guys?
Yes, yes, sir.
Any other questions, guys, while this is being backed up?
Well, but I didn't understand from where do we set that backup storage redundancy then? Because I think we didn't see any option.
I'll show it to you then. Okay, I think this has been done. I'll show it to you again while backing up the other options. I'll show it to you. Okay. Here it is, guys. So this one has been done. The backup has been done. What is the last restore point we have? It's 256. इसका मतलब है ये फाइल इसमें होगी क्या? ऑलरेडी इस बैकअप में ये फाइल होगी? What do you think? Is this file a part of that backup?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
I'm deleting this file. Not even basic delete. I'm doing a shift delete. Is it possible to restore from a recycle bin? No.
No.
Right. So now let's go ahead and try restoring this version. Okay. So now let's go to the restore option. So here under backup, I have restore option. I can click here. I can see the details. First, let's see overview. Backup. पहले ही देखते हैं कि completed कैसे दिखेगा. It's still showing in progress. Let's wait for some time. Okay, let's wait for some time. Can you see this? It is still maybe some last components or whatever it is taking time, but you have to wait unless this is completely done and it shows as protected या completed जो भी बताएगा वो, we have to wait. But here it is. It should show, it should not be in progress. So we'll come back to this one. Okay, once this is done, how will it appear? I'll show it to you. This is how it will look. Okay, this is your creation time, this is your expiration time, and this is what you have. And from here you can restore the VM. Okay, but before we go here, let's describe or let's discuss restore. What are the options do we have to restore? So what are the options do we have to restore? Any idea, guys? Okay, restore के कितने options हैं?
Two options.
Yes, what are those?
RTO.
No, those are not
RTO.
options, guys. No, not at all. Those are not options. Those are just the benchmark. Those are methods. Those are not at all options. Did you ever see the RTO RPO कहीं पर दिख भी रहा है क्या पोर्टल में? वो पैरामीटर्स नहीं है. That is just a way of explaining कि मेरा application में मुझको RTO ज़्यादा चाहिए या RPO ज़्यादा चाहिए. Based on that, you will decide बैकअप चाहिए, कितना देर का बैकअप चाहिए, या रेप्लिकेशन चाहिए? RTO or RPO, these are not method of restore. So let's discuss while that is being backed up. Okay, here it is, RPO and RTO. It's RTO is your recover time objective, time to recover, कि भाई कितना टाइम लगने वाला है इसको रिकवर होने में, that is your RTO. So if there is an application which says कि यार ठीक है, मेरे लिए ना डेटा सेफ रहना इट्स ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट, उसका कितनी देर में अप आ रहा है दैट डजंट मैटर टू मी, ठीक है, अगर रिकवरी करने में टाइम भी लग रहा है ना, इट्स ओके, बट डेटा मेरा ज्यादा से ज्यादा ये होना चाहिए, राइट, एज ऑफ द डेटा. सो इन दैट केस यू कैन सेलेक्ट द हायर RPO, जहां पर रिकवरी पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है एज ऑफ द डेटा कैन बी रिकवर, कि कितने देर का RPO आप ये कर रहे हो, 6 आवर्स का RPO, कि ठीक है आपका मिनिमम से मिनिमम डेटा जाएगा. RTO इज समथिंग आई एम सेइंग कि मेरा कोई ऐसा ऐप है जिसमें कोई डेटा मैं सेव करके नहीं रखता हूँ, IPL ये करने वाला ऐप है, लेट्स से दैट I'm with live IPL, I'm गिविंग माय यूजर्स टू प्ले समथिंग, जहां पे बिडिंग लग रही है, कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है, इसमें डेटा मैं कोई खास सेव नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बट लाइव कितने लोग रह रहे हैं दैट मैटर्स टू मी. सो मुझको ये फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है कि पिछले 10 मिनट में लोगों ने क्या किया था, राइट, वॉट एवर वॉज डन दैट हैज बीन डन एंड दैट हैज बीन डस्टेड, दैट्स इट. I don't mind about it, I don't care about it. What I'm worried about is my app should be up and running as soon as possible. Then you will go ahead with the RTO approach. ठीक है, as such RTO और RPO कोई option नहीं होगे. These are the approaches. Okay. So yes, the restore points. How can we restore? Here it is. I have already given it to you in detail. Go ahead here and read it. I'm putting it as a question that a backed up VM can be restored using what all methods? I'm putting a question like this, okay, and this is the answer to you. So please make sure you go ahead here and read it. I'll explain it to you now, but reading and remembering it is your job. Okay, so for the first option is restore VM as a new VM. What does it mean? That I have this VM, I have a backup of this VM, but something got deleted and now I want to restore. So how can I restore? I can restore from that backup as a new VM. मतलब ये मेरा VM चलता रहेगा यहाँ पर एज इट इज है, और मैं उसी बैकअप को उठा के एक नया VM बना लूंगा जिसमें मेरे पास कब तक का डेटा होगा, वॉट एवर माई कैप्चर टाइम इज, उस टाइम तक का डेटा होगा उस न्यू वाले VM में. इज इट क्लियर गाइस यहाँ तक का? इफ दिस इज द क्रिएशन टाइम, दिस आई एम शोइंग अनदर मशीन, इसका स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस बता रहा था. लेट्स सी, इट इज स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस. ओके, सो whatever the time I have here, the creation time, यहाँ तक का डेटा उस मेरे न्यू वर्चुअल मशीन में होगा, and this machine is it will be in running condition. That will be an isolated machine altogether. Is it clear? What does it mean when I say restore VM as a new VM?
Yes.
Now it could be restored at the same location, different location, which is always preferable. You restore it to a different location to avoid the conflicts, because एक जैसे नाम हो गए तो मशीन का सेम IP रेंज में हो गए, सेम IP नहीं होता बट सेम रेंज में होता है, ठीक है. Secondary region, if RAGRS was enabled on backup, this will answer your question, Hussein, when I show it to you that how you enable RAGRS on backup, that will answer your question. Okay, so how to restore? You can restore as a new VM. Next thing is restore and replicate or replace the existing VM, not replicate, restore and replace the existing VM. I hope this is very clear and self-explanatory. What will happen? Can anyone tell me what will happen in this case if I restore and replace the existing VM?
Sure, may I try?
Yeah, please.
Whatever information or data that will be stored on the first VM will get it will get copied to the other VM. Like the same information will be on both the VMs. The data will get replaced.
Yes, forget the data. ये VM ही चला जाएगा, पूरा का पूरा VM जो है ना यही replace हो जाएगा, ये VM रहेगा ही नहीं आपका. I mean whatever you have done after that point वो सब चला जाएगा and you will have a complete new VM इसके रिप्लेसमेंट में दिस VM will not be there anymore. फर्स्ट वाले केस में एक आइसोलेटेड VM बन रहा था, इस केस में वो इसको रिप्लेस कर देगा. क्लियर है गाइस टिल हियर?
Yes, yes.
बट व्हेन डू वी डू इट? वी यूजुअली डू इट जब आपका मशीन शट डाउन है, मतलब जो एग्जिस्टिंग सर्वर है ना वो वर्किंग कंडीशन में ही नहीं है, तो यू रिप्लेस इट, क्योंकि वो जो शट डाउन वाला सर्वर पड़ा है उसका क्या करोगे आप, राइट? बट इफ योर एग्जिस्टिंग सर्वर इज वर्किंग लाइक इन आवर सिनेरियो, मेरे सिनेरियो में मेरा एग्जिस्टिंग सर्वर वर्क कर रहा है, राइट? दिस इज वर्किंग. इशू क्या है यहाँ पर सिर्फ? व्हाट इज द इशू? मेरा एक फाइल डिलीट हो गया है. सो व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल रिस्टोर इट टू एज अ फ्रेश VM और वहां से मैं फाइल इधर कॉपी कर लूंगा, दैट्स इट. तो मेरा जो रनिंग ऑपरेशन है उसको मुझको छेड़ने की जरूरत नहीं होगी. इफ आई ट्राई टू रिस्टोर द VM एंड रिप्लेस दिस VM, वो हो जाएगा, बट व्हाट विल हैपन? ये
The
मशीन
old
शट डाउन
VM will.
होने, वो मशीन अप आने में एक 10-15 मिनट जितना भी डाउन टाइम लगता है, एंड दीज आर वेरी वैनिला मशीन्स, मतलब कुछ है नहीं इस पे, कोई एप्लीकेशन नहीं, कोई डेटा नहीं है, छोटी छोटी मशीन है, तो 5-10 मिनट. बट व्हेन इट इज अ प्रोडक्शन सर्वर, सो कम से कम 1 घंटा और 2 घंटा आपका ऐप जो है डाउन रहेगा, which is not at all a sensible option. When you have an option that you can go ahead and restore it as a different VM and copy your data from there. Is it clear, guys?
So as
These
a
two
new,
options?
the first, so you mean to say the first option, replace it with a new VM, and in that scenario, both the VMs, it will like create a new VM, so there'll be two VMs.
Right.
With
And you'll just
both
copy your
the
data from new VM to this one. कि वहां पर एक VM चल गया है और वहां पर मुझको डेस्कटॉप पे वो फाइल दिख रहा है. Simply copy that from here to here और मेरा काम हो गया. बाद में I will delete that one. जो restore मैंने किया था उसको मैं delete कर दूंगा.
right. My question is about the files whereby the file that was deleted, would it, how would we, how could we recover that file, the file that is already deleted, like
When
it
you say a
will.
restore VM,
Hmm.
let me, okay, I'll restore one VM for you. But when you restore a VM, तो पूरा का पूरा इसका कॉपी बन जाएगा उस फाइल के साथ, वो फाइल भी आपको डेस्कटॉप पे दिखेगी.
All the data that is there on the first VM will get synced,
Everything,
kind of synced, or everything will come to the second
everything
VM.
will
All
be
the
there.
information will get.
एवरीथिंग उस टाइम
Absolutely.
तक जो भी था सब कुछ उस VM पे रहेगा. आपके यूजर्स, आपका यूजर नेम, आपका पासवर्ड, आपके फाइल्स, डेस्कटॉप की फाइल, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, जो कुछ जहां पर भी हाउ यू लेफ्ट इट, एग्जैक्टली उसी तरह से होगा आपकी न्यू VM पे.
Yes. But the file that was deleted previously, we cannot restore that file, right? Like
Why not? When
everything
did
else, or we go to the soft delete option and check. Like, is there a soft delete option where we could recover the file, kinds, the file that was already deleted, kinds, in the recycle bin, if the soft delete was enabled on the previous VM?
no no soft delete
file,
वाला
वो file
यार,
आपने delete कर दिया ना,
soft
या
delete
वो white
option
file
is
को.
only for the storage. Machine में there is no
Okay.
soft delete. Where did you see soft delete in machine, virtual machine? Do we have anything called soft delete when it comes to virtual
No,
machine?
no, I'm
Right.
asking you, like, do we have this feature, kind of, like, it's a question to you, like, do we have this kind of feature in backup where when you're taking the backup on the previous machine, if there are some files that have been deleted or mistakenly deleted, if they are not, if they're in the recycle bin, there's no other option, right? If they're in the recycle bin only, then we can restore it. Restore
No,
those
you
files.
are, see, now whatever is there in this machine here, whatever is here in this machine, everything is being backed up. Everything is being backed up. Something which I have deleted before taking the backup, that is not going to appear. जैसे ये file जो है, this one I deleted before taking the backup. Desktop वाला file.
That was my question.
हाँ, नहीं,
Yeah,
this
this
you
was my
cannot.
question.
That's this you cannot. What we are trying to do here, what practical we are trying to do here, ये वाला file मैंने आपको पहले delete करके बता दिया, पहले delete कर दिया, right? So that we cannot restore. But this file
That
is
we
already
got
here.
backed up.
हाँ, now let the backup complete. जब backup complete हो जाएगा तब मैं इसको भी delete करके बता दूंगा. And then we'll restore, and then you will see कि ये file आपका वापस आ जाएगा. This file is not coming back. The one which is there on the desktop, that is not coming back. Why?
Right.
Because I deleted it before capturing the backup.
Backup. We've not taken a backup of those of the files.
Right. उसका कोई
that were
backup ही
there,
नहीं है
right?
हमारे पास. So this is how you lose your data. जो इसके बीच का time है ना, this is how you lose your data. कि उसके बीच में मैंने कोई delete कर दिया, कुछ update कर दिया, कुछ edit कर दिया, that cannot be recovered. But something
So
which
we
I
could
do
set.
after after taking the backup, this file I will be able to recover.
Right, because it's already backed up. This file has got backed up on the
No,
backup
it
server,
is being backed
on
up
the
now.
recovery vault.
It is being
Okay.
backed up. It is not yet backed up. It is being backed up. It is
Right,
still in
right.
progress.
But it has
Now
a, yeah,
also
it
if I
has
delete
a
it,
backup option.
now also if I
will get
delete
backed
it,
up. Mhm.
Sorry, you're saying something?
I said it is backed up, like it will get backed up. So we will,
It will get backed
have
up.
access to it, right? It will be saved somewhere on Azure in the recovery vault. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry, I have not gone through yesterday's video, but I'm just
So
assuming.
now, even if I delete it now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to recover this file or not, because it is in progress and we are not sure कि कितना हुआ है कितना नहीं हुआ है backup, right? So we never do that. While the backup is in progress, you will never touch any file. Once this is completed, I'll delete this file and I'll show it to you how to restore the file. Clear? Anyone
Alright,
else, guys?
okay.
कोई doubt है किसी को और?
No.
Okay. So coming back to the backup restore options. So one option is you can restore your VM. When I click on restore VM, it will ask me whether I want to, first thing it will ask me कि कौन से points आपको restore करना है. Here I have only one point. This is the old VM I'm talking about, guys. Okay, we are not restoring it here. Now it's gonna ask me create a new virtual machine or replace the existing virtual machine. Okay, so I want to create a new virtual machine. I'll give a name, subscription, resource group, virtual network, subnet, and one thing which you required for restore is your storage account. एक storage account चाहिए होता है आपको. Okay, this is how, and you can click on restore. I'm going fast because we are going to do the restore. Proper restore एक हम करने वाले हैं. ये storage account क्यों है वो भी मैं बताऊंगा. But I'm just showing you the options. So this is your restore a VM. Two options you get. One is create a new VM. If you do this, आपका existing VM वैसा ही रहेगा. You will get a new VM. आप उस पर login कर लो. आपका data वहां से copy यहाँ पर कर लो. Another one is restore the disk. The moment you do this, restore the disk and click on restore, आपकी existing machine का सारे जो disk है ना वो replace हो जाते हैं आपके backup से. And now you will have your machine again up and running, but data उसमें वही होगा जो last backup का point होगा. Is it clear to all of you till here? Yes, guys, is it clear? Create new and replace the disk. Is it clear to all of you?
सर वो डिस्क का पार्ट बताएंगे वापस थोड़ा.
We'll do it. इसको
Last
हम
part
आराम से
आज
करने
भी-
वाला है. Don't worry. Concept clear है क्या? Steps हम पूरा करने वाले हैं जब हमारा ये virtual machine backup हो जाए ना. So we are going to do it step by step. Is this clear? Forget the portal. ये दोनों options clear है क्या? Restore new VM, restore as a new VM, and restore and replace the existing VM. Is it clear?
Yes.
कि इन दोनों में क्या difference है? So that is what it is. यहाँ पर अगर आप आते हो, so if I say restore VM, and if I select कि कहाँ से restore करना है, okay, इस point से restore करना है. Now, if I say create new or replace existing, if I say create new, this is simply creating a new virtual machine. Clear है? Till here, guys, is it clear?
Yes.
Replace
Yes,
existing. ये storage account क्या है? This I'll show it to you. कि हमको storage account क्यों लगता है एक? Temporary storage account चाहिए होता है एक. But here, when you're doing, you're restoring, you're replacing the existing VM. And when you do this, यहाँ पर create virtual machine, you're creating a new virtual machine. यहाँ पर आपके पास completely एक नया virtual machine आ जाएगा. And if you do this, restore the disk, and if you click on restore, let me show it to you. It is validating the details first. Okay, and it is triggering, but this is a different machine. We are still not touching our machine. जब हम इस पे करते हैं, that time I will explain it to you कि क्या exactly इसमें change हो रहा है. And then you guys will also have to do it with all three options कि क्या क्या आपको यहाँ पर करना है. First, let this get completed and I'll show it to you. Okay, one more option we have. एक तो हो गया आपका restore VM, ठीक है, new में या existing में. The another option we have here is file recovery. Now what does it do? File recovery that instead of restoring the full virtual machine, you can recover few files. Let's say कि इस machine में यहाँ पर F drive में मेरा एक फाइल था, राइट? यहाँ पर एक फाइल है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी, और इसका बैकअप हो चुका है, मुझको पता है. एंड नाउ मशीन हैज क्रैश्ड, बट आई नो कि इस फाइल के अलावा इस मशीन का मेरा कोई रिक्वायरमेंट ही नहीं था. आई कैन सिंपली decommission this machine. So instead of restoring the machine, instead of creating a new machine, what I can do, that I can only restore this file, this particular file. How to do that? Before that, let's see कि इसमें एक limitation क्या है. File recovery. Instead of full restore, we can recover few files. It is recommended only for a file which is below 10 GB. कि अगर इस मशीन की ये मेरी फाइल विदाउट बिलो 10 GB है ना, तभी आई शुड डू दैट. अगर ये मेरा डेटा इसके अंदर 15 GB, 90 GB, 20 GB इस तरह का इमेंस डेटा है, then again the recommended way is either you restore the disk or create a new virtual machine. Is it clear, guys? Options to you. Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
और ये
yes, sir.
And one more limitation here is not exactly a limitation, but features we can talk about. How to use this? जब आप file recovery करते हो, right? Whenever you do the file recovery, तो आपको एक downloadable executable file मिलती है. You have to download that. Then you have to run it on a virtual machine. Not necessary कि आपका वही virtual machine हो, आप आपके physical computer पे भी उसको run कर सकते हो. एक पासवर्ड मिलता है, वो पासवर्ड आपको उसमें इनपुट करना होता है, एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू माउंट दैट फाइल. जिस तरह से आपका शेयर फाइल जैसे माउंट किया था आप लोगों ने, डू यू रिमेंबर गाइस, विद अ स्क्रिप्ट आप लोगों ने एक शेयर फाइल ये किया था. फाइल शेयर याद है सबको? फाइल शेयर का प्रैक्टिकल, डू यू गाइस रिमेंबर फाइल शेयर प्रैक्टिकल?
Yes.
यस गाइस, व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स, डू यू रिमेंबर फाइल शेयर प्रैक्टिकल?
Yes.
राइट, तो उसी तरह से यू विल हैव टू रन एन एग्जीक्यूटेबल टाइप पासवर्ड, और उसके बाद ये जो एफ ड्राइव यहाँ पर दिख रहा है ना, दिस विल अपीयर ऑन योर वर्चुअल मशीन और ऑन योर फिजिकल मशीन, किसी भी मशीन पे, नॉट नेसेसरी सेम मशीन, जिस मशीन पे आप चाहो वहां पर दिखेगा. एंड यू कैन सिंपली गो अहेड, कॉपी योर डेटा, एंड आफ्टर 12 hours it will be disconnected automatically. Is it clear, guys, that what is a file recovery, what is a restore VM, what is a restore and replace VM? ये तीन options clear है? Initial three options. Yes guys, yes, no, maybe, कोई doubt किसी को इसमें? अफसर, अमित, आसिफ, इब्राहिम, हुसैन, कोई doubt?
नहीं मैं अभी तक तो नहीं।
Okay, so guys, let's wait कि जब तक होता है. Now we have only one session left, 40 minutes का. I'll try कि इसमें जो है सारे recovery options हम लोग explore कर ले, 3 या 4, but I don't think so it's possible. I'll say जितने भी होते हैं we'll do that. ठीक है, rest you can take as your homework, and if you get stuck, feel free to ping me. We'll see how it works. I'll start with the disk वाला, वो बहुत छोटा है, it will start very immediately. We'll resume once this is completed, otherwise it is consuming our time, right? I'll ping in the group. Once this is completed, we'll start the session. I'll ping you in the group. Okay, I'm stopping the session, guys.